Hello, welcome to the stream. Now, this one is a little different to what I'm usually doing. I am usually a PlayStation gamer and I trophy hunt, but with the new Pokemon game out, I just couldn't resist. It's so nostalgic for me to even consider playing this. So I had to purchase it, and now I want to shiny hunt. It's the first time in shiny hunting. I've never done it before, so I've had to learn a few things online. I've been playing the past 2 days, sort of just getting the basics down, and I'm going for a Charmander, which is quite a standard one, I think, for many people to be going for at the moment. It's either going to be one of the three starters, but you know, everyone's playing FireRed to go for a Charizard. So yeah, in the stream we are just going to be grinding it out. It's going to be pretty chill because, as you know, the rate of getting a shiny is like 1 in 8,000, so the likelihood of me getting it is pretty slim, but never say never. We'll see how it goes this stream. Yeah, like I said, it's just a chill one. Feel free to backseat, talk about your experiences. What are you going for if you are playing Pokemon? If you're not a Pokemon player, what are you doing? What are you up to? And yeah, we'll just keep it chill. Now, I'm not mostly going to talk as well through a lot of this. It's mostly just going to be quite quiet. But yeah, again, different vibes to my usual streams. That's for sure. So let's jump into it with the first one of the day. Now, I'm not very efficient with this. Like I said, this is new to me. There's going to be pros out there that are just absolutely slapping it. Oh, God. That have just got it down, like... So the fastest I've got it down to on a reset is about 30 seconds. I don't know if that's good on the Switch. I've watched some old streams of people doing it, and I think they get it down quicker, but it's... they're playing, like, emulators on the PC, so... I do think the Switch is slower. I mean, I started off today's stream at about 500. It's sort of a guesstimate on how many roughly I've done. It's most probably more than 500, but it was a good starting point to not give you the impression I've just started. I have had my fair share of grinding too. I do wish it was I do wish it was faster on the text. I've done about 2 hours of playing on a slower text speed on the mid one, and then my brother told me I could increase the text speed, and I was like, God damn it! 2 hours just wasted. Well, not wasted, but it does make a massive difference playing on fast text speed. It's a rookie play as well. For me, not even looking in the settings on that one. So I kind of knew they were there. I will say I am not really caring about the natures of the Pokemon or the stats. Just care about it being shiny. A bit vain there. bit shallow, just about, it's all about the looks. I think every time I just reboot it and finally get to the section of looking at my Charmander, I'm just like, please, this is the one. I think it was like 2 AM yesterday or this morning. I was just doing it, sort of all, like falling asleep. I was like, this is the last one. I swear. One more. Just could go on for ages. The sad thing is, I brought this game to play and turned it into a full-time job. Shiny hunting is unreal. The rates. Hello, Emma. How you doing? Playing some Pokemon because FireRed has just come out on the Switch. It's a bit different to what I usually play. I don't usually play Nintendo, but this one has just got me going back to the good old days. I will be back trophy hunting maybe the start of the week. I'm thinking maybe I do some Pokemon on the weekends. It's a bit more chill. Just see how it goes. And yeah, this just came out, I think Friday. So yeah, just been hot on it. But hopefully you're having a nice Sunday, Emma. I wanted a nice chill game on the Sunday. Didn't want anything stressful after Need for Speed. Yeah, 100%. And it's I didn't think it was too bad price this for them releasing it on the Switch. It was, I think it's like $20 or £16.99. So in euros, it's got to be near the 20 euros as well. I personally don't think it's bad. I think a lot of people are complaining about the price, seeing as most people emulate it. But hey, it's nice to come back to old games. I actually find myself wanting to play just old games more and more. I'm not really interested in new IPs or new games coming up. Oh god, yeah. Do you know what? Modern Warfare 2? I think it's the spawn locations of enemies and that. I didn't like it. It's because I done Modern Warfare 1 and then Modern Warfare 2 back to back when I recently done it. And Modern Warfare 1 I actually found was like solid gameplay. The spawns of the enemies, they didn't seem broken or too painful. And when I went to Modern Warfare 2, it just felt very odd. Like on veteran difficulty, there seemed to be no rhyme or reason where they were spawning. There's a few choke points in that game that can be a little tricky. But the mission you can't be seen, is that the one with the cameras? Are you on about that one? But I know you love stealth, so I'm sure you'll get through it and want to do it again. Called Alone. The where you is that the one where you craft the items? You got to craft bottles and that, and yeah, you got to get through without being spotted, if I remember rightly. I mean, that was actually a really good mission. It was the first of their kind. But you obviously played Modern Warfare 3 before Modern Warfare 2, and the Modern Warfare 3 have a mission similar, but I think Modern Warfare 2 one's better. I think the mission's good, but the trophy is a bit of a pain, especially the end section of that. Yeah, I didn't like the end section of that, but most of it was okay. Apart from that, how's it been? Because I mean, that's got to be 2/3 of the way through the campaign. Not bad going. Only 4. I mean, there's 12 missions in the game, so I think there's about 12 missions in the game. It's typical for Call of Duty, so yeah, about 2/3 of the way through. Unless I'm completely off. That's not considering the some missions that are like really, really short, so maybe over 2/3 time-wise. That's a fair question. To be honest, I'm being a bit back and forth. When I first got this, I thought, do you know what? Maybe if I play the weekend just trying to get a shiny, then I can start actually playing the game. But it feels like it's going to go longer than that just to try and get one shiny at this rate. So I'm kind of... I do want to get shinies of the ones that are going to be in my 6, and then I'm actually shiny hunt after, maybe, depending on multiple things, whether I keep occupied on this, or whether I get drawn away. We shall see. I'm just sort of taking each day as it comes, really, at this moment. I was so tempted just to go, oh, screw it, I won't go for the shiny anymore, but no, I kind of want to. I kind of want to do it. Never, like I said, I've had shinies in before. I definitely had shinies in FireRed back in the day as well on my Game Boy, but never done a starter Pokemon shiny. And I was never actually shiny hunting, they were all just sort of luck finds. The best starter Pokemon, I don't know, they're all very good in this game. I would kind of want Bulbasaur, no, not Bulbasaur, Squirtle. I'm a bit of a Squirtle fan, to be honest. But we're playing FireRed, and when playing FireRed, and also Black Charizard looks so good. The shiny Squirtle is not sort of the colour scheme I would like. It could be cooler, for sure. I do have a fear of like accidentally resetting. There's been a few times just where I've got tired. I've done a soft reset without checking. I'm like, that could have been the one. And ignorance is bliss in this. You never know when you're going to get lucky. It's a bit like gambling. How much longer do you carry on streaming or playing for? The next one could be your lucky hit. You can win big. speaking with my brother yesterday, looking at like the forums of people shiny hunting and people saying they got like shiny Charmander on their 35th spin. All that is lucky. Yeah, especially early game, definitely. At the end of the day, I'm not really choosing my 6 on what's OP. You know, I know this game works differently to the later Pokemons in terms of how special attacks and base attacks work depending on types, Pokemon types. So, for example, Gengar is actually pretty crap in this old Pokemon. Things like that. But I don't want that to impact what I choose. So, I'm just going to choose my 6 on what I want to play as. Not necessarily what's classed as being good. It means I've got to grind a lot more. So be it. Back in the day, this was the only Pokemon I actually completed the Elite Four. But I literally completed the Elite Four and then stopped there. I don't even know if I've been doing the counter properly. I think I might have missed one or two. Did you ever shiny hunt when you was younger, Emma? What was your go-to Pokemon? Did you have a standard 6 that you'd always go for? No shinies, no. Can't blame you, to be honest. It is a grind. Well, a bit of a sticking point though, because I did kind of want like an Abra in my 6 to go into an Alakazam, but I ain't got anyone to trade with at the moment, and it's only local trading, so you got to be near someone to trade, which does suck. So I'm like, I don't know if I will go for an Abra. Just fires. I mean, especially in this gen Pokemon, because there's so many water Pokemon. Just get wrecked all the time. And to be honest, late game is really where you start getting the fire Pokemon in this gen. By any chance, is your favourite colour red? Blue. Wow, traitors to the blue squad. You're not even, don't even go for a Squirtle. I am not doing a Nuzlocke. Not at all. Is that something you've done? Like, can you imagine shiny hunting and then Nuzlocking? Yeah, I just got to delete my Pokemon there. Got to delete my Charmander because he fainted. Hell no. This is bad enough, the grind. I know I'm Trophy Hunter, but damn, this is Trophy Hunting on a whole new level. Essentially have to do this 8,000 plus times to get this just one shiny Pokemon. No, the chance is 1 in 8,000 and something. I think it's in the description of the video. I've got it pasted it. Yeah, the odds are 1 in 8,192, which is crazy. This was in a PlayStation with trophies. It'd be like trophy, get all shiny Pokemon.
At Vodafone, save £864 with Google Pixel 10 Pro. Hurry, offer ends the 4th of March. So, go in-store or online today. Vodafone.
I didn't pay for that ad. I didn't get paid for that ad. Shocking. Mind blank. So yeah, you don't. So when it shows up here, it doesn't show reference to shiny or not. It's when you actually pick the ball up. So the issue with doing these starter ones is you click on it, you've got to go through all of this text. Ideally, you don't bring the rename up. You've got to then wait for your opponent to pick his one up, and then you've got to go into your inventory and check. So like that, you got to do that. Is the sequence about 30 seconds I do it in when I'm actually going for it like crazy, but yeah, no, you just look at your team. That's the way to see whether it's a shiny. Whereas if you're looking for shinies in the grass, you'll see it in battle, so you don't have to capture it to see if it's a shiny. And then there's other Pokemon you can get later on, different methods for shinies, but This is the first one I'm going for at the moment. I think the next one I might go for is a Magikarp. In all fairness, do you want to? I think I'm gonna have a go with a Gyarados in my squad. And I think I'm gonna mostly get this shiny, play the game a little bit, find the next shiny that I want to go for, and then go for it. Rather than just constantly just having a gameplay of shiny hunting. The first... See, I actually wanted to look this up. I've not looked it up. In the TV series, where was the first shiny shown on a TV show? Because I actually don't know. I have a feeling it is the Gyarados, like you said there. I'm only assuming from your message that's what you're meaning. Because I know in the other games they always talk about the like Mystic Red Gyarados. And I'm assuming that's sort of like linked with the TV show. Or maybe the first time it's ever discussed is the Mystic Red Gyarados, and then turns out all Pokemon have a shiny variant. But I don't know if in the TV show they ever show any. I can imagine they show the Gyarados. That is the case. But any others, maybe not. Yeah. Because I literally think if I go north from this town and speak to the guy to the left, he literally mentioned about a red Gyarados. Oh. Oh, no. Yeah. The legend of the red Gyarados. But I really like Gyarados as a Pokemon, and what am I doing? And it is one of the cooler ones. I mean, when you look at Squirtle or Bulbasaur, I just don't think their shinies look that good. If I'm correct, Venusaur is just a different shade of green, and Blastoise has a green, well, he's green and purple, which it's quite an ugly colour combo. Not very efficient with this process. Pretty slow, actually. I mean, I'm 30 minutes into the stream. That means I'm averaging pretty poorly, actually, on my time. Like I said, I should be able to do 2 in a minute, and we're at pretty much 1 a minute. I don't know if I've been using the counting correctly. I think, like, in my head I have been, but it's a manual input. I was looking if I could get like an automatic counter that counts from the text on my screen, but it looks like I'd need to set my phone up for that. And then to feed that into the streaming. No bueno. try and get my rate up a little bit. Focus. So what's next for you, Emma? For after Modern Warfare 2, what are you going to be playing next? Spider-Man 2, nice. Or all of the Resident Evil games, what ones you still got to do on that? You got multiplayer stuff to do. I've been thinking I do want to play Spider-Man 2. I've not played it at all. I think I own it though. As in, what you're going to do, the Resident Evils like you've done all your Final Fantasy games, or you still got some Final Fantasy games there? I'm not used to the button layouts on the Switch, to be honest. It's not like pressing X on the PlayStation controller, that's for sure. I tried even remapping the buttons on my Switch and realised that that weren't even doing it quite for me. Oh, let's not do that. But I must admit, this is a completely different vibe to what I'm used to. I'm used to sort of like high intensity, stressful games. It's actually so nice just to not have any pressure. I'll genuinely be tired after playing trying to do the prestige events on the Need for Speed game. Like, and getting off camera on the stream, I was just like, oh. It kind of burnt me out a little bit on the PlayStation trophy hunting, but we'll be back. My next games I'm working on PlayStation is Astrobot and that. I've got a few that I've already pretty much done, so I'll be popping those off stream, but likely will play the ones that I've not started yet on stream. I think some of them are VR, so I might even be doing a VR stream or two. I need to look at how to get text to speech, because the VR is crap in the sense that you pretty much just have the headset on and you can't listens to like audio at the same time, and it's a mess. I need to figure out the configuration for my VR when it comes to that. I've done a VR stream before. I do hear the new Resident Evil game is really good though. Currently stuck on, or not stuck, but I think the last one I played and going for the trophies for is Resident Evil 6, which is a bit of a doozy, but and the grind, the multiplayer grind for that one is boring. But I am looking forward to playing Village and is it Biohazard? Resident Evil 7. Yeah, I really like to play the games though, going through. So I've done, I've not even played the old ones. I started at Revelations. I've done Revelations 1, 2, and then I started 5 and started 6. So I've not played 1, 2, 3, or 4. I mostly do the reboots though before going into the newer ones. Because I mean, Resident Evil 1, I mostly play the base version. You got 0. 2 and 3 got remade. 4 got remade, if I remember. Could be wrong there. I don't know. I don't like playing newer games and then going back playing older games because the clunkiness kind of ruins it for me, especially when I ain't got the nostalgia to power me through some clunky ass rubbish in games. Astrobot, I played the free one. That was on PS5. I need to get a copy of the last game that came out, which is just the full Astrobot game. You've got Astrobot Rescue, which I own, which is the VR one that I got to play. I think there's another one, but I could be wrong. Before jumping in the Astrobots, I want to finish off my platinum on the PlayStation 4 Playroom, so I'll do that one, and then I'll be doing the Astrobots, and then after Astrobots, I'll mostly go into Sonic Racing. But that's why it's quite nice to come to play some Pokemon, because I've just done Need for Speed, a racer, then going into Astrobot, which will be fun but short-lived, and then going into another racing game. Well, that's it's not my cup of tea, but I need to clear that backlog somehow. Number 1 don't have a remake, right? Or is there talks of having a remake for number 1? I think there's only talks on remake for number 1. I don't think they remade one. And then there's talks about 5 and 6 getting remakes. And then once they've done that, then they're all sort of modernised. What's that, 550? past the 50 mark. And we picked the rate up, but it's not quite the speed I wanted to be going. A few errors in the ways. How chance works. This could be it. This could be my my shiny. Come on, game. Be nice to me. Sadly not. Can't you play the game more than once? What are you referring to? This game? Sorry, I'm not too sure what you mean. game you really just have to take it in baby steps, little progress every so often. Trying to get these shinies. The chances of me getting a shiny in the stream are low, but it's possible. That's the mindset you gotta have. It's possible that it's gonna show up in the next 10. I do. Could take me 20,000 attempts to try and get it. Don't you just hate it? It's not guaranteed even if I do spin 8,100 times. I've seen some people sort of getting it on their 12,000th time. Which I hope I don't have to do. Because I'm quite a bit off then. Am I a lucky person? Not in video games, no. Typically not. Now give me something that requires skill. Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I've done the counter then. Might be off again. This death counter or the counter on the screen is something new to me. I'm not used to constantly pressing a key each 30 seconds. No, I bet Emma, if you played this, you'd get a shiny. Like, you just boot the game out, you get a shiny, and you wouldn't even know you got a shiny. Just be like, I didn't know Charizard was yellow. I thought it was orange. Charizard, Charmander. Around 9,000. Yeah, it's looking like that. We're only at 560, but yeah, I can see it going up to the 9,000s. I put this on my CV. Perseverance. Powering through struggles. Has there ever been a time where you've been set on a task that you didn't think was possible, but you powered through? Yeah. Pokémon FireRed. Oh no. Got that poke rush in a game. Pokey rush. Yeah, I fear I'm just like gonna phase out. Like, I'm not keeping, like, I don't know if I am pressing the counter to go up each time. I fear I'm just, the shiny's gonna pop up and my brain's just gonna automatically go for a soft reset. Could happen. It might have already happened and I've not realised. I might have reset on a shiny. I see. So what is that, like, good stats on the Pokemon? It's like the perfect nature, perfect stats. My brother was always into resetting to get perfect stats, but when I was younger, me and my brother were never into shiny hunting. We didn't really know about shinies until a lot later, when we first played this on Game Boy. But we did get a few shinies, we just didn't know what they were back in the day. And obviously, internet not really being a thing. YouTube. Wealth of information out there now. Oh. Can't say I know anything about it, in all fairness. But if the streaming goes well for Pokemon, if I feel like I like it, even when I get through FireRed, I'd be interested in going through the others. I mean, I've got most of the Pokemon games, just not played a lot of them, especially the ones on the Switch. I've not played a single one. I own them all, apart from ZA. AZ, I think it is. Can't even tell you the name. I've got all the gear, but no idea. Mate, look, I've even got the limited edition Switch. I bought the limited edition Pokemon Switch. I was like, oh, this is awesome. Never played Scarlet and Violet. Didn't even really play the Switch. I ended up buying it and not playing it. But now the true potential is coming out. Going back to playing FireRed and Leaf Green. It's crazy. Spend all that money and you end up going back to play the first games in the series. Nostalgia is the driver for purchasing nowadays. Hopefully next releases will be Ruby, Sapphire and Emerald. That'll be great games to play as well. Hopefully it's the same setup as this. I don't want it to be on this subscription service. Screw the subscription service. Nintendo's subscription service is... I mean, to be honest, I did have it for a while. And then I think I stopped using it for a long time. And they added gold and silver on there, which is great. Give us more games. Give us these old games. These are so much better than the newer games that come out. But the fact I'm not able to buy gold and silver, you've got to essentially subscribe. It's not a bit of me. So I was super happy that you can buy these games. Hello, Led3000. Welcome to the stream. My favourite Pokemon. Oh, that's such a tough one. I should have maybe thought about that before stream. I'm going to be honest. I'm not like a crazy Pokemon fanatic. I love Pokemon, but like, yeah, I know some people are absolutely wild over it. I mean, the ironicness of it is I do love Blastoise. I think he's one of my earliest favourites when I was younger. But I'm going for a Charmander at the moment. And yeah, this run that I will be playing on stream will be my Charmander. I will mostly get a Blastoise and transfer it across at some point, but I'm going to say Blastoise for now. Like Mewtwo. I mean, I just remember as a child watching the movie with Mewtwo in it, and that was such a good movie. I feel like I need to watch it now and see if I still love it. But he was so cool in that. Mewtwo is a solid pick. But it's a legendary. Take a legendary out of the mix. Z3000, what's your favourite Pokemon? And I mean, it makes it easier. I think I've got like, it would be easier to choose a Pokemon from each gen sort of thing. That'd be the easier question. Choosing one overall, yeah, it's pretty tough. I've not thought about it. I'll think about it over the next few days. I can get all achievements for the game. I don't think the Switch don't have achievements. The biggest achievement will be, can I get a few shinies? But I think when I'm going to be traveling later this year, and getting into a Switch game would be perfect. Just have as a bit of a let my hair down, play on the flight and that sort of thing. And shiny hunting, what better thing to do than shiny hunt? Greninja. Okay. Yeah, that's a good pick as well. See, I never really played the later ones. I obviously know about Greninja, but it was Black 1 and Black 2 I played up until yeah, I guess Black 1 and Black 2. After then, I kind of really like stopped paying attention. To be honest, I kind of lost the interest on Black 1. Look for the link. Oh, have people done like achievements online? Greninja, yeah. To be honest, my brother's a massive fan of Greninja. So I do know about Greninja. He's one of the ones I do know, and to be honest, he's maybe one of the ones more shown off in the community. Quite a fan favourite. What do you think of the new starter Pokemons that have come out? Z3000, you seen those? Emma, I don't know if you're still up to sort of like what's happening in the Pokemon world, but you got the new Pokemon game that just sort of got announced. A Pokemon 30. Yeah. They released the images of the first 3 starter Pokemon. What are you going to go for? What's your interest? So you got like a Pomeranian, I think it is, dog, which is the fire type. You got a lizard gecko, which is the water type, and then you got an owl, sort of a bird, which is the grass type, which looks like a rehash of one of the Pokemon. I don't even know what gen that is. Not my expertise. Yeah. No, to be honest, I agree with you. I don't know. The Pokemon just don't hit me the same as when I was younger. I don't know if that's just nostalgia now. I'm just going to turn into one of those old farts. Like, the old games are better. But yeah, they look a bit weak. They have potential though. So we've got to see what they evolve into. Are they all going to be on their hind legs? They're all going to be standing up? These are the questions we must know. To be honest, I think the Pomeranian dog fight, the fire type, is the one that looks most interesting to me, but I don't think I've been doing my counter. Yeah, no, exactly. I just think the designs, it almost feels like they pump the Pokemon into an AI and go, oh, create something similar. Because it does look, they do all look very similar to previous starter Pokemon. I get it, they're mostly running out of ideas maybe, but it's a multi-million pound company. Billion even, maybe. Most really is billion. Multi-billion pound company, and you just think, give the art to a 10-year-old kid and he mostly come up with something a bit more original. Yeah, I think I'd go with the fire type of the new Pokemon. From first glance, I'd mostly actually look what they evolve into. It'd be a shame if all of them just end up going up on their back legs, so they're just like all on 2 legs. Because I just feel like that's the route they always go with Pokemon now. Text again, Carl. But yeah, the whole reason I'm pretty much coming back to Pokemon is because of Fire Red and Leaf Green. Like I said, I've got all the games, not really played them, and I've been trying to get my GameCube. Oh, I've been working on getting my GameCube set up so I can play Game Boy games on my GameCube. This came out and I'm just like, okay, well, I can start now. I don't need to spend a ridiculous amount of money to just be able to play some of my Game Boy games on a TV, that is. I don't want to play emulations or anything like that, so I like playing the real deals. Been having keeping an eye out what's happening with this game in terms of being able to transfer Pokemon from games to games. So I believe you can get Pokemon Home and transfer them to Pokemon Home eventually. You won't be able to transfer backwards, which is a bit of a shame, but I don't think it's a surprise. Damn. Yeah, so I was kind of the same. I've been playing for 2 days. I've not really been active like crazy. I was sort of just chilling doing it, and yeah, last night I was up until 2:30, 3 a.m. and I'd been playing since the evening. It is bringing me back to those days of laying in bed at night with the Game Boy, light shining on your face, and then your mum coming in screaming at you, hiding it under the pillow. Good old memories. I swear we all have the same memories because I think everyone can relate to that. Either having a Game Boy or a DS and playing it at night. And as soon as you'd hear someone just outside your bedroom door, the floorboards creak, and you know it's your mum or dad absolutely going to go mad. I can see a light on in your room. But now we can play until, you know, like for you, 7:30 a.m. For me, 3 a.m. That's late enough for me, but we can play till that time without getting moaned at by our parents. Most probably. I do love seeing like the memes online, and it's not just about Pokemon, but it's about everything. And no matter where you are in the world, we all pretty much had the same childhood. We all remember the same things. Our parents always done the same things. No matter what culture, religion, where you are, same experiences. We are in a simulation. Confirmed. Then 3000, you say you're hunting for a Charmander. You're going to be doing like a full shiny hunt. You're just getting odd few shinies. Just getting Charmander even. What is your goal with playing the game? As much as I'm itching just to go through and play the game. We're going to power through. We're going to get this done. We're going to get a shiny Charmander at some point. Tick it off on my bucket list. Never done it before. Got it now. I did originally start this game, I said 2 days ago. I weren't keeping track of my count, and to be honest, it's mostly a good thing. I don't want to know whether I've booted the game up 10,000 times. Like, it's worrying to even think of going to that number. So it's a bit of a rough estimate considering all the times I've been playing since release. And while I'm streaming, obviously we'll try and keep on top of it, but sometimes I'm in a trance and I don't press the key on my keyboard to do the extra count. I think lunch is calling me soon. I'm very hungry. hit that 600 mark. Pokemon gods, come on, be kind. This is it. I know it. I'm feeling it in my fingers. Not feeling it enough, apparently. Oh. Two more. $600. It's an hour of the stream. An hour of the stream? An hour of the stream. No. An hour and 15 minutes to get 100. Yeah, the rates ain't been great. It's been a little slow, especially at the start. We definitely picked it up, but we need to be aiming for that 30 an hour. 30 an hour? No, 30. One every 30 seconds. Not asking for much. Apparently I am. No, I was actually thinking, I hope that I get it under 1,000 resets. I generally don't know if there's any faster way of doing this. I feel like I'm apart from being a little bit more efficient than I could be with speed, pressing buttons. Still sane? Yeah, I'm still sane. Just keep going. You know, this is good training. This is good practice for keeping calm. Is it over 9,000? Yeah, it's going that way. Definitely. I feel like I'm already at 9,000. Like, I know I'm doing it now, like the shiny grind, but how do actual shiny hunters stick with it? Are they just so efficient? Can they do it without watching the screen? Do they have like 6-packs on their thumbs that they just absolutely destroy the buttons? What am I doing? What am I going to bag? The plus is that you can do it one-handed. So I only have to use these 4 buttons essentially. But I get impatient, I end up spamming them, so go here, not the right one, counter up. Let me just do a loop of this. Just these 4 buttons. Let's see. Press B to not change their name. Gary Picky Squirtle up. That I've seen for the 600th time. Reset. So no moving of analogs. When I started doing this 2 days ago, I was moving the analogs because I didn't realise you could press B to say no to changing the name, and also I was manually resetting, so I was each time. I didn't realise you can hold all 4 buttons down to do a soft reset in the game, firstly. So it's not that one. So I was coming out here, I was pressing X, I was closing the application and then rebooting the game up. And then I'd done a little researching online and you could soft reset. So I'd done that for my first day. I was manually resetting. My second day, I didn't realise my text speed was at medium, and I thought I'd keep going down for, do you want to rename? Turns out you don't. So I have got more efficient over the past 3 days. I know what I'm doing now. I know what I'm looking out for. Everything. But it doesn't give me the shiny. It just makes this number go up quicker. nice thing though is the past 2 days, because I weren't streaming, I was just listening to Game Sand and having it on loop, repeat after repeat, and then rebooting, and all of the noises, all the tickings of the reading the same text, it gets that's what drives you insane. So kind of listening to chill music is good, although it will put me to sleep if I'm not paying attention. I think I'm going to do all of this process from Magikarp as well. Cannot be... Nothing excites me any more than that fall from Magikarp, than that once I do capture. I'll have to throw out as my first Pokemon. Take it straight out and then kill whatever with Charmander, I guess, at this point. So with Magikarp, just getting the shiny, that's only part of the grind. $6.20. All the way. almost to 700 from 600. I don't know, I feel like you got to break it up in sets of 25 in your head just for sanity purposes. That's what I end up doing for trophies as well. Got to celebrate the small wins. Each 25 is heartbreaking. That's the other. I do wish there was a way to turn off some of the text, or like the first intro of what you'd previously done. Don't want to see that every time I reboot. And the other thing is, do I want a nickname? I am not a person who nicknames my Pokemon. I don't want to ever be prompted as that. Hello. Welcome to the stream, Ryan. You're on the search to Charmander, Bulbasaur, Squirtle. What are you going for? Oh god. What have you decided as your starter to be? Oh, you're doing one after another. Damn. What one are you starting off with? Doing. I think the next one I'll go for, said a few times now, is Magikarp. I'll just play a little bit legit, get to the point I can start farming the Magikarps and then go for them. Charmander with a nickname. What are you going to name your Charmander? I think naming your Pokemon's like so weird. And I never understood why they made it like they soft locked it. I don't know if soft lock's the right word, but locked it that you can't change your Pokemon name until later in. You need someone. I think in the Pokemon games you find someone that you can then change the name of your Pokemon. Say you didn't know what the Pokemon evolved into, and you called it something cute because it looks cute, first evolution, and then final evolution. Like Charmander would be a prime example. You might call him Chompy or something like that, and then he gets to the final evolution, he's a bloody dragon. Absolute beast of a thing, and he's still named Chompy. If you could change like the Pokemon name, the name right here, yeah. I don't know, it just seems like because he doesn't even rate the name, he's like, oh yeah, I think this is a good name. And then obviously you can change the name. But what's the point? I let's should try something. Name. Just up a poll of you can't trade. You can't change the name of trade. No, I don't think you can. I seem to remember that being a thing on the when you was playing like Diamond and Pearl, and you would get a Pokemon from the World Trade, and it had a weird name, or it was just a Japanese name, and yeah, you just stuck with it as that. It's a shame. Don't know why it's locked to the Pokemon, but I am someone who does not name their Pokemon, nickname them. And I always like it that when it evolves, the name changes in with it. Charmander, Charmeleon, Charizard. Like I said, giving it a cute name because the first evolution is cute, and then you're phasing into something better and cooler. The name usually doesn't stick with it for too long from its looks. It's a 50-50 at the moment on yes and no. I don't. Obviously, it's mostly only 2 inputs at this point, but have you decided yet, Ryan, whether you're going to get multiple shinies? Or are you just doing the starter ones? Just your 6? What's your aim and goal with the shiny hunt? No, I'm kind of in the same boat. I wanna say I'm gonna get multiple shinies and see how it goes. Like I said, I'll see how the streams go. I'll see how my motivation goes. There's definitely a handful of shinies I do want to try and get. Starting off with a Charmander. Let's not go too big just yet. My mindset kind of at the moment is shiny hunt maybe on like weekends when I've got a longer time. I just want to chill, to be honest. I will go back to trophy hunting on the PlayStation this coming week. So you nickname thinking ahead of time what it looks like. Oh god. I mean, that's what you got to do. That's what you got to do. But obviously, I know that what things evolve into in the older games. But a new game comes out. I don't know if I'm always looking online what they evolve into. Maybe. I think I used to actually see what level they evolve. We are approaching the 2-hour mark of the stream. And very soon we'll be at the 6:50 mark on resets. I might just hit the increase and decrease at the same time. I'd rather underinflate my number than overinflate. Do you want to give a nickname? No. Another vote in for do you nickname your Pokemon? As a no. Thanks, Joe. Appreciate it. Gonna need it as well. The amount of time sink in this game. But welcome to the stream. Are you playing the game at the moment? Are you shiny hunting? How do you like to play your Pokemon games? Nice. Nice. Do you have the FireRed Leaf Green on the Switch? Don't assume. I'd kind of assume everyone that's sort of jumping in the stream mostly does have it. This is my first time ever really like properly going at the shiny hunt in the first stream, so I've got a lot to learn, a lot of patience to find within myself. I'm doing okay so far. I mean, they say we're on an extremely lucky day. We're on the 10% mark on getting to heading towards the Charmander. It's assuming the rate is 6,000. I know it's 8,100 and something. I'm just hoping that God's with me, and by the time I reach maybe just under the 1,000 mark, I luckily find myself a shiny Charmander. But I think it's quite unlikely, and I am not pressing the counter key, so we are a little behind. We were maybe already at the 650 mark, but we move on. I just wanted sort of a rough estimate really on the amount of resets. Don't think it's going to be exact. Yeah, so I've had shinies before. I've had shinies in FireRed on the Game Boy as well, but I've never actually actively went for it. I know the later games usually have a charm or something you can put on to find shinies, or there's like a radar. I know this is one of the harder games to shiny hunt, but it does make finding those shinies even better. And because I love this game so much, mainly on my childhood memories, I've never actually fully completed this game before in my life, but because of the fond memories of my childhood, I thought, why not have a crack? Let's go for it. Let's see how quickly I can turn to hating this game. Restarting over and over again. I was so excited when this game came out. I was like, oh, I'm gonna play this. I don't think I was thinking I was gonna go for a shiny hunt. Contemplated it for about a day, and I was like, yeah, let's go for it. Let's do it. I don't know how long I'll keep up with the shiny hunt though. I definitely want a Charmander shiny. Whether I just do like the 6 that I want in my head shinies. I think there might be a few more I'll go for. Whether I do go for trying to achieve the whole Pokédex, it's a different thing. I don't know, it's a wait and see sort of thing. Right now, if I was like, oh, I'm going to go for all the Pokemon shiny, that's a bold statement. And something I don't think I'd be able to stick to. So we'll see. We'll see how the streams go. We'll see how the vibes go. See if I get put into a psychiatric ward before reaching my my goal. There's a lot of ifs, buts. And the counter goes up when I remember it to. Like I said, this is new to me, this whole setup, the streaming. Typically I don't play Pokemon streams. Definitely not something with a death counter that goes off every 30 seconds. So apologies if the number is not as accurate as it should be. What do I think about Pokemon Go? Oh. So firstly, this is not coming from someone who's like a crazy fan of Pokemon. I like Pokemon. I loved playing it when I was younger. I'm on a nostalgia kick at the moment. So this game coming out was what my go-to. I stopped playing Pokemon sort of around Pokemon Black 1 and 2. 1 I stopped playing. 2 I played a little bit, and kept like in the loop of it, but I didn't play it. So anything on from that, my levels of interest definitely died down. Pokemon Go, when it came out, as most people were, I think, going out and doing it, and even people that weren't Pokemon fans, but giving it a go, I think it had potential, but I do think it also led to the decrease in like quality in their later games. For example, Let's Go Eevee and Pikachu. Yeah, I think Black and White kind of killed it for me a little bit. I couldn't put my finger on what though, and maybe if I played it more recently, I'd be able to say a bit more. But Pokemon Go, I think it killed how the newer games are. For example, Eevee and Pikachu, like I was just saying. I think those games were based around Pokemon Go a bit too much, and the mechanics are not sort of what I enjoy. And then from there, I don't think they've brought out a game that's been amazing. I do want to try the Pokemon game that's set in the past. I forgot the name now. Begins with an A. I'm pretty sure it's named after a Pokemon as well. Arceus, there we go. That was a close one. Pokemon Arceus, I do want to try. I heard that one's one of the better ones. I do want to play Shining Diamond and Pearl, or Shining Pearl and the Diamond one. I forgot what they called it on the Switch. But sadly, I've heard they're very buggy, because they were one of my favourite Pokemon games as well. Diamond and Pearl was solid. Yeah, I can't say I'm a big fan of Pokemon Go and what it's done for the gaming Pokemon game franchise. Never played Diamond and Pearl? I'm assuming that was what you're saying it to. I think it's one of the better ones. I can say that I can definitely vouch that for the DS. Can't say the Switch yet. I've not played that. Or if you said that if that's Arceus, then yeah, me and you both. I couldn't say for sure. What is your favourite Pokemon game, Jay? And while we're at it, what's your favourite Pokemon? I guess I've been asked that already on my stream. I said what I could think of at the moment is mostly a Blastoise. Soul Silver, Heart Gold. I mean, definitely solid ones. Can't say how much it sort of compares to the original Silver and Crystal and all those ones. Whether they changed it much on the DS for the Heart Gold and Soul Silver. But I know a lot of people really liked the remake of that, so I assume they've done a good remake. Yeah, it's not even as if you could describe the look of it, because there's mostly so many Pokemon that look similar to it. BD, yeah, Brilliant Diamond, isn't it? Brilliant Diamond and Shining Pearl. Are they good though? I've heard mixed on them. Like people have said that they're fun games, but they're buggy. I don't know in a good way or bad way. Ah, Pidgeotto. As in Pidgey, the evolution of Pidgey. I mean, that is it's a classic. I feel like a lot of people, they get hooked on a Pokemon from when they're very young, when they watch the TV series or first time playing around, and they kind of stick with that as their favourite. And no matter what they bring in, the new Pokemon, nothing's going to compete against it. The tough competition. What do you guys think of the new Pokemon? What Pokemon are you going to go for? Are you going to go with the Pomeranian dog, fire? Going to go with the gecko lizard, water, or the rehash of the grass owl? I think personally I'm going to go with the fire dog if I eventually get the game. The Pomeranian. But I've got a backlog of the Pokemon games which I think I want to go through and play. But Do I get the time to do it? Who knows? Right, what's your favourite Pokemon? Across all gens. I had someone earlier in the chat say Greninja. Well, it was Mewtwo, and then I was like, right, take legendaries out of the mix. What's your favourite Pokemon? It was Greninja. I feel like yours is going to be the same, Ryan. Yeah. Jay, I do have to admit, I don't think they are... it doesn't look like a strong lineup. I don't know what they... I think they've just showed first evolutions. I mean, they're going to have to do something crazy in the later evolutions of those starters to make me go, okay, they're actually cool. They're pretty cool Pokemon. But at their base, their first evolution, I don't think it's looking good. It's not looking good, boss. Oh, have they released the evolutions? I've only seen the starters. Is it on all fours? Because I mean, that's the running joke that they won't. They'll all go on their hind legs. The gecko will be on its 2 feet. The dog will be on its 2 feet. I need to maybe look if they've released more information. Like I said, I've only seen the starter Pokemon and their first evolutions. I mean, they can't be as disappointing. I mean, I might be speaking a bit too soon, but Scarlet and Violet, the two legendary Pokemon in the game, being vehicles, I don't know how I felt about. I don't think that's good, really. Having a motorbike that you're driving around as a Pokemon, it's just weird. They've definitely had questionable decisions in the past few generations. That was a reset. Damn, the poll's at 50-50 still. Well, it's gone back to 50-50. Hello, Asparagus. Welcome to the stream. Hopefully you're having a nice Sunday. Yeah, who thought it was a good idea turning the legendary Pokemon into a vehicle? Nutters, a bunch of them. Lucario, Gengar, maybe top 2. I'm gonna take it that Lucario is number 1. Because I said top 1. I know it's a tough one. It's easy if someone went from what generation, then you'd be able to do it a bit easier, but I had to choose Blastoise, I think. I always used to go with Blastoise in FireRed and Leaf Green when I played it back on the GBA days. Ops on Mild. Is that your go-to? Is that your go-to, Poppy? Mill tank. That milkshake bringing all the Pokemon to the yard. Your favourite Pokemon. Very nice. I was looking into. I was intrigued. I had a conversation the other day. It was like Pokemon breeding. How does Jinx breed? And obviously, there's other Pokemon that they can only have a male or a female version of them. They can't have the other. And it's an interesting debate, interesting topic. I don't know if they've officially explained how they breed. But I was looking online, and it looks like as long as they're the same sort of egg process, Pokemon species, then they just breed with any other. It's an odd one. We're at the 666 mark. Still no closer. What are you on about? Oh, the breeding, bone marrow. Yeah, that. I don't think I would have that in the TV show. Just operating on the Pokemon. Because Mr. Mime's the same as well. He can only be a man, obviously. He's a Mister. Or a male. How do Mr. Mime's breed? See, it would make sense if Mr. Mime's bred with Jinx, and if it was a male, it gave birth to a Mr. Mime, and if not, then a Jinx. Yeah. Didn't dig too much into it. I didn't want to go into like some weird fan fiction of breeding Pokemon. But a bit of food for thought. Dark side of Pokemon. Most probably every Pokemon YouTuber's done something like that. And just have a menacing Jigglypuff face like in the dark. The dark side of Pokemon, yeah. What does Jigglypuff do when it puts you to sleep? They're the questions you need to be asking. Yeah, egg groups. Something about that. Google says, yeah, I think that's actually for like if you're breeding in the game. I don't know if that's... How do they describe it in the series? Or do they just not describe breeding in the series? I've not watched Pokemon in a long time, and they definitely didn't describe breeding when in any of the episodes I've watched. I mean, Jigglypuff is a menace. Never gonna happen. Ryan's never gonna watch it. He's a busy person. Yes, it is. Can't break the circle. There we go. Silly rule. Well, you don't? You don't do that rule? You don't approve of that rule? I can imagine you only don't approve of it because you break the circle all the time. It makes the game skill-based. 100%. The game has zero skill. You're talking to the master at the game. Well, you're watching Twilight. It's a rogue choice of movie to watch. Played it 10 years ago. No, I didn't. That's lies. Straight up lies. Let's go 7 years. Not that old. I can imagine he does. Seems like his sort of thing. I think I'm going to go to the 700 mark and then call it quits for a bit at least. I don't know if I will return. I'm quite hungry, so most probably make myself some food. I don't know what I said. I think I said the 200 mark, which is the 700 mark. If I said the 700 mark, then yeah. That's what I'm going to aim for. What's that? Nothing. What's for food? I don't know. I'm either going to decide to just go for dinner, which, to be honest, it is dinner time, maybe. A little early for dinner, but deconstructed taco is what I'll be having for dinner. Nah, this game makes me deluded. The hunger just causes me pain. Final 10. That's how the cookie crumbles, Ryan. And by the time you find a shiny, it will be a terrible nature. No doubt. Send you money for cookies? Who do you think I am? I want cookies too. You send me money. I'll have to set up a donation page on my stream. Send me money for cookies. It doesn't work the other way around, Pop. Actually, I think I've reset without putting the counter up. We'll just leave it as this for now. Well, when you do eventually come visit me, then we'll have cookies together. Sounds like I planned them. Sorted. The final 5. What I can say is that shiny hunting is not for the faint of hearts. 2 hours and 30 minutes added on top of what I've already done hunting, and no progress. Three more. my last attempt for now. And then I need to fill my stomach because I am starving. I can hear my stomach rumbling. I don't know if it's been caught over cam at all. Fingers crossed. And we don't want a nickname. No bueno. We are going to end the stream there for now. I want to say thanks everyone who joined in. This has been a decent stream actually. I've enjoyed it. We're going to end the poll. So it was a 50-50. 2 people voted yes. 2 people said no on naming your Pokemon. If you name your Pokemon, it's not what I do. But it's interesting. It's interesting. I sort of assumed that would be more people that would say yes than no. But there wasn't a large enough sample, really, to get a consensus. Many people joined chat. We had Jay, Emma, Z3000, Ryan, Poppy, and I think there was maybe one other. Maybe. If I have forgotten your name, I do apologise. I'm scrolling through. I don't think I have. No, I think I've captured everyone. So, thank you everyone for joining in the stream. Thank you for chatting. I mean, that makes it a lot nicer of an experience getting to meet some new people, so always appreciated. We're at 700 resets now for Charmander, and yeah, it's really only the start of the journey to trying to get this boy shiny, and then obviously whatever comes next comes next. I don't know when I'll be streaming next. To be honest, I'll mostly be streaming again tomorrow is the most likely answer. Whether I'll be playing Pokemon or another game, we shall see. But until then, as always, appreciate everyone joining in and have a good Sunday.